What if you could live every day with your psychic abilities fully integrated into your reality? What if expanded perception wasn't something you did, but something you are? What if today you learn to navigate the world as the awakened psychic being you've become? Welcome to Integration Sunday. And what a Sunday this is. I can feel the energy shift from yesterday's intensive. There's this beautiful settled quality, like when you've just moved into a new home and you're starting to unpack, to make it yours. That's exactly what's happening energetically. You've activated these incredible psychic abilities, and now we need to learn how to live with them, how to integrate them into your everyday reality. So first, let's check in. How are you feeling after yesterday? Some of you might be feeling incredibly activated, energized, like you're buzzing with new information. Others might feel a bit overwhelmed, maybe questioning what you experienced. And some of you, you're feeling this beautiful calm knowing, like you've come home to yourself. All of these responses are perfectly normal. We're going to address every single one today. Here's what nobody tells you about psychic awakening. The activation part. That's actually the easy part. It's the integration that's the real work. It's one thing to receive visions during meditation in your sacred space. It's another thing entirely to trust your psychic hits while you're in a board meeting, or dealing with difficult family members, or navigating rush hour traffic. Most people activate their abilities and then they compartmentalize them. They think psychic abilities are only for special occasions, meditation time, spiritual retreats. But here's the truth. You are a psychic being 24/7. Your expanded perception isn't something you turn on and off. It's part of who you are now. The question is, how do you honor this part of yourself while still functioning in a world that often doesn't understand or appreciate these gifts? After working with thousands of people through their psychic awakening journey, I've identified 3 essential pillars for successful integration. Pillar 1, discernment. This is your ability to distinguish between helpful psychic information and mental chatter, between your intuition and your anxiety, between messages from your higher guidance and projections from your ego. Pillar 2, boundaries. Just because you can pick up on everyone's energy, read their emotions, sense their thoughts, doesn't mean you should. Healthy psychic boundaries are essential for your well-being. Pillar 3, practical application. Your psychic abilities aren't just for show, they're meant to enhance your life, help you make better decisions, create deeper connections, manifest your desires. We'll learn how to use them practically. Let's dive deep into each pillar. Discernment is probably the most crucial skill for any psychic. Without it, you'll drive yourself crazy trying to figure out what's real guidance and what's just your mind playing tricks. Here's how psychic information usually comes through. It's subtle, quiet, often just a gentle knowing or feeling. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand attention. It's simply your ego mind. On the other hand, it's loud, insistent, often fear-based. It creates elaborate stories and scenarios. Real psychic information feels neutral, calm, even if the information itself is intense. There's a quality of peace around authentic guidance. Let me give you a practical exercise. Throughout today, whenever you have a thought or feeling about something, ask yourself, does this feel expansive or contractive in my body? Authentic psychic information creates expansion, openness, even if it's challenging information. There's a quality of truth that your body recognizes. False or ego-based information creates contraction, tension, often accompanied by fear or anxiety. Here's a simple technique I teach all my students for checking the validity of psychic impressions. When you receive what you think might be psychic information, pause, Take a deep breath and ask these 3 questions. Question 1. Does this information serve the highest good of everyone involved? If the answer is no, or if it's gossip, judgment, or manipulation, it's not coming from your higher guidance. Question 2. Am I receiving this information from a place of love or fear? Fear-based information usually comes from the ego. Love-based information comes from your higher self. Question 3. What would happen if I acted on this information? Would it create more harmony, healing, growth? Or would it create drama, separation, problems? This simple 3-question check will save you from so much confusion and drama. Now let's talk about boundaries. This is where most empaths and psychics struggle the most. You walk into a room and suddenly you feel anxious, but it's not your anxiety. You're picking up on someone else's energy. You have a conversation with a friend and afterwards you feel completely drained because you absorbed their emotional state. You're at the grocery store and you start feeling sad for no reason because you're picking up on the collective energy around you. Sound familiar? This is what happens when you have psychic abilities but no boundaries. Here's the foundation technique. Every morning before you leave your house, visualize yourself surrounded by a protective bubble of white light. But here's the key. It's not a wall that blocks everything. It's a filter. It allows love and positive energy to flow through, but it bounces back anything that doesn't serve you. Repeat this affirmation. I am open to receive all information and energy that serves my highest good, and I release everything else back to where it came from with love. Now let's talk about using your psychic abilities practically to make better decisions, create better outcomes, live a more aligned life. Every decision you make creates an energetic pathway, and with your activated psychic abilities, you can actually sense which pathways feel most aligned. Here's how. When you're facing a decision, close your eyes and imagine yourself choosing option A. How does your body feel? What energy do you sense around that choice? Now imagine choosing option B. Notice the difference in energy, in feeling, in the quality of expansion or contraction. Your psychic abilities are giving you information about the probable outcomes of each choice. Trust what you receive. I've used this technique for everything: career decisions, relationship choices, where to live, what projects to take on, even what to have for dinner. Your psychic guidance wants to help you create the most aligned, fulfilling, joyful life possible. Throughout the day, you're going to pick up energy that isn't yours. That's normal when you're psychically sensitive. The key is learning how to release it quickly. Here's my favorite technique. I call it the energy return. Whenever you notice you're carrying energy that isn't yours, place your hands on your heart, take 3 deep breaths, and visualize yourself gently sending that energy back to where it came from. You're not sending it back with anger or judgment. You're simply saying, this energy belongs to you. I return it to you with love. May you find healing and peace. Then visualize your own authentic energy filling up that space. Your unique energetic signature. Your own beautiful light. Practice this throughout the day. You'll be amazed how much lighter and clearer you feel. One of the biggest challenges of psychic awakening is how it affects your relationships. Suddenly you can sense what people are really feeling, thinking, their hidden motivations, their unspoken emotions. This can be overwhelming, and it can create problems if you don't handle it skillfully. First rule of psychic relationships: just because you can sense something doesn't mean you need to act on it or mention it. If you pick up that your partner is feeling insecure about something, you don't need to say, I can sense you're feeling insecure. Instead, you might offer extra affection, reassurance. Create space for them to share if they want to. Your psychic abilities should make you more compassionate, more understanding, more loving, not more intrusive or controlling. And remember, everyone has the right to their private thoughts and feelings, even if you can sense them. Respect people's emotional privacy. When your psychic abilities show you that someone is struggling, in pain, or dealing with challenges, here's how to respond with compassion rather than interference. Instead of saying, "I can sense that you're going through something difficult," try, "I'm here if you need someone to talk to." Instead of giving unsolicited psychic readings, offer your presence, your listening ear, your loving support. Most people don't want their energy read without permission. They want to be seen, heard, and loved for who they are. Your psychic gifts should enhance your ability to be present with others, to offer genuine empathy and support. Now let's talk about integrating your psychic abilities into your professional life. This is where many people struggle the most. You don't need to announce to your colleagues that you're psychic, but you can absolutely use your abilities to be more effective, more intuitive, more successful. Use your energy reading abilities to better understand your clients, your team members, your boss. What motivates them? What do they really need? How can you serve them better? Trust your intuitive hits about projects, timing, opportunities. Your psychic guidance can help you make better business decisions. But remember, always back up your intuitive insights with practical research and logical thinking. Psychic abilities enhance your rational mind. They don't replace it. When your psychic abilities show you that someone is struggling, in pain, or dealing with challenges, here's how to respond with compassion rather than interference. Instead of saying, "I can sense that you're going through something difficult," try, "I'm here if you need someone to talk to." Instead of giving unsolicited psychic readings, offer your presence, your listening ear, your loving support. Most people don't want their energy read without permission. They want to be seen, heard, and loved for who they are. Your psychic gifts should enhance your ability to be present with others, to offer genuine empathy and support. I call this the stealth psychic approach. You use your abilities behind the scenes. Nobody needs to know how you're getting your insights. Before important meetings, tune into the energy of the people you'll be working with. What approach will be most effective? What are their concerns? How can you address them? When you're hiring or choosing team members, pay attention to the energy you feel around different candidates, beyond their qualifications. How does their energy feel? Will they be a good fit for your team? If you're in sales, use your psychic abilities to understand what your clients really need, not just what they say they want. Your intuitive insights can help you serve them better. Your psychic abilities can be your secret weapon for professional success, used ethically and compassionately. Living as an integrated psychic being requires daily maintenance. Just like you brush your teeth and shower your physical body, you need to cleanse and maintain your energetic body. Here's my recommended daily practice for integrated psychic living. Morning activation, 5 minutes of third eye meditation. Set your intention for the day. Ask for guidance and protection. Midday check-in, quick energy scan. What energy are you carrying that isn't yours? Release anything that doesn't serve you. Evening review, journal about any psychic impressions you received during the day. What proved accurate? What can you learn? Before sleep, gratitude practice. Thank your guides and higher self for the guidance you received. Set the intention for helpful dreams. These don't have to be elaborate rituals. Simple, consistent practices are much more effective than complicated ceremonies you won't maintain. Let's be real. Not everyone is going to understand or support your psychic development. You might face skepticism, judgment, even ridicule from some people. This is normal, and it's part of your spiritual growth journey. Learning to honor your truth even when others don't understand it. You don't need to convince anyone of your abilities. You don't need to prove anything. Your psychic gifts are for you, to enhance your life, to help you serve others. If someone is dismissive or critical, simply smile and change the subject. You don't owe anyone an explanation or demonstration. Find your tribe. Connect with others who understand and support your journey. But don't let the opinions of unawakened people diminish your gifts. Your abilities are real. Your experiences are valid. Trust yourself above all else. How do you know if you're successfully integrating your psychic abilities? Here are the signs to look for. You feel more confident in your decision-making. You trust your first instincts more often. You're less anxious because you can sense the energy around situations before they fully develop. Your relationships are deeper and more authentic. You're more compassionate and understanding. You can offer better support to others. You feel more protected and guided, like you have an invisible support team helping you navigate life. Synchronicities increase. You feel more connected to the flow of the universe. You're using your abilities naturally, without fanfare, without drama. They've become a seamless part of how you operate in the world. And most importantly, you feel more like yourself, more authentic, more aligned with your soul's purpose. Here's something beautiful to consider. Your psychic awakening isn't just about you. It's part of human evolution. We're moving into a new age of consciousness. More and more people are awakening to their psychic abilities, developing their intuition, connecting with higher guidance. You're part of the leading edge of this evolution, the pioneers, the way showers, demonstrating what's possible for humanity. As you integrate your abilities and live as an authentic psychic being, you're not just transforming your own life, you're contributing to the collective awakening of our species. That's pretty incredible when you think about it. You're not just developing cool abilities. You're participating in the evolution of consciousness itself. For those of you who are really embracing this integration journey, let me share some advanced techniques. Psychic multitasking. Learn to maintain subtle psychic awareness while doing other activities. Feeling the energy of a room while having a conversation. Sensing the emotional state of your family while cooking dinner. Energetic communication. Practice sending loving energy to people before difficult conversations. Transmitting peace and harmony to tense situations. This often resolves conflicts before they even begin. Manifestation enhancement. Use your psychic abilities to sense which manifestation techniques will be most effective. When to take action. When to wait. What energy needs to shift before your desires can manifest? Timeline reading. Advanced practitioners can sense the energy of different possible futures, helping them make choices that lead to their preferred timeline. These advanced techniques develop naturally as you become more comfortable with basic integration. Now I want you to create your personal integration plan. This isn't a one-size-fits-all journey. Your path will be unique to you. Consider your lifestyle, your relationships, your work situation, your living environment. How can you honor your psychic nature while still functioning effectively in your current reality? Maybe you need to start small, trusting your intuition about small decisions first, gradually building confidence for bigger choices. Maybe you need to find your psychic support community, online groups, local meetups, friends who share your interests. Maybe you need to adjust your environment, add more crystals, create a meditation space, remove toxic influences that drain your psychic energy. Write down 3 specific ways you will integrate your psychic abilities into your daily life this week. Start there, build gradually. I want to hear about your integration journey. Drop a comment below and share one way you plan to integrate your psychic abilities into your daily life this week. Your commitment might inspire someone else to take their next step, and I love celebrating these breakthroughs with our community. Integration is much easier when you have proper support. Trying to navigate psychic awakening alone can be isolating and confusing. You need mentors who have walked this path before you, peers who are on the same journey, and teachers who can guide you through the challenges. You need people who understand when you say, "I had the strangest dream last night," or "I'm picking up weird energy from this place." People who don't look at you like you're crazy. If you're serious about fully integrating your psychic abilities, if you want personalized guidance, ongoing support, and a community of like-minded souls, I want to invite you to check out my Integrated Psychic Living Mastermind. This is a 6-month intensive program where we go deep into every aspect of psychic integration, with monthly group calls, personal mentoring, and lifetime access to our private community. Spaces are extremely limited because I work personally with each member. If you feel called, if you know you need this level of support, check the link in the description, but only apply if you're truly ready to live as the powerful psychic being you are. Here's your homework for this week, your integration practice assignments. Day 1 to 2, practice the reality check technique. Every time you receive what might be psychic information, run it through the 3 questions we discussed. Day 3 to 4, focus on energy boundaries. Use the protective light bubble technique and practice returning energy that isn't yours. Day 5 to 6, experiment with psychic decision-making. Use your abilities to make at least 3 decisions this week. Notice the outcomes. Day 7, integration review. Journal about your experiences. What worked? What was challenging? What do you want to develop further? Remember, integration is a process. Be patient with yourself, celebrate small victories, and keep practicing. As we wrap up today's integration training, I want you to imagine your life 6 months from now, 1 year from now, 5 years from now. You're living fully integrated with your psychic abilities. You trust your guidance implicitly. You navigate life with confidence and grace. You help others simply by being your authentic self. Your relationships are deeper. Your career is more aligned. Your decisions are consistently good because you're tuning into the highest guidance available. You're not perfect. None of us are, but you're authentic. You're connected. You're living in alignment with your soul's purpose. This is your potential. This is what's possible when you fully embrace and integrate your psychic nature. Before we close, I want you to understand the ripple effect of your integration journey. When you live authentically as a psychic being, when you trust your guidance and make aligned choices, when you respond to others with compassion and wisdom, you create ripples. Your energy affects everyone around you. Your family feels more peaceful. Your co-workers sense your calm confidence. Strangers are drawn to your authentic presence. You become a beacon of possibility, showing others that there's more to life than what meets the eye, inspiring them to explore their own psychic potential. This is how consciousness evolution happens, one awakened person at a time, rippling out to touch countless lives. You're not just integrating psychic abilities, you're becoming a catalyst for positive change in the world. Let's close with a beautiful integration ceremony. Place both hands on your heart. Feel the expansion that has occurred over these past 2 days. The activation yesterday, the integration today. Take a deep breath and repeat after me. I am a powerful psychic being having a human experience. I honor my gifts. I trust my guidance. I use my abilities for the highest good of all. I integrate my expanded perception into every aspect of my life. I maintain healthy boundaries. I practice compassionate discernment. I live authentically. I am grateful for my psychic abilities. I commit to developing them further. I promise to use them with love, wisdom, and integrity. Feel that commitment settling into your cells, your energy field, your soul. You are no longer someone who is learning about psychic abilities. You are a psychic being, integrated, embodied, authentic. Beautiful souls. You have everything you need now to live as an integrated psychic being. Trust the process. Trust your abilities. Trust yourself. Keep practicing. Keep integrating. Keep shining your beautiful light. The world needs your gifts, your wisdom, your authentic psychic presence. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey of psychic activation and integration. Stay connected to your guidance. Stay true to your nature. And remember, you are magic. You are powerful. You are exactly who you're meant to be. Until next time, keep expanding, keep integrating, and keep being the amazing psychic being you are.